Hey, it's me, Doug, coming at you from my living room. Look at my hair; it's all messed up. Coming at you from my living room. It's all dark and poopy in here, but I don't really care. I ain't a caring. Axel's outside, and I'm sitting here on the couch drinking a Dr. Pepper Zero. We got Ash and Jackal in the chat. This looks like a J.J. Abrams movie because I got that light shining right in your face. Ooh. Oh, delicious. But yeah, I'm just chilling. I figured I'd do some live stream. Uh, Trying to figure out the only way I'm gonna be able to market my comic book and sell it is to just push it on my YouTube because there's so many other people posting. I can post links and stuff all day, but if I post some clickbaity title and get on here and say a bunch of nonsense, I'm probably more likely to sell comic books. I was trying to find a place to make a store that didn't take a huge percentage. And it seems like Indiegogo is probably going to be the way to just leave my store up forever and just list different items on it. Like right now, I've got the Indiegogo's open. I think Indiegogo lets you make multiple purchases. Uh, Kickstarter doesn't. Kickstarter won't let you leave a page up forever. I listed some Lone Wolf number ones on the Indiegogo. Probably gonna list some other stuff too. We got Hiroshi Paradox in the chat. What's up? Thinking about playing my Steam Deck, but I don't know what to do with the phone if I do that. Yeah. We got Wonder in here. He used to have a different name because I recognize that there profile picture. We got Eric Kent in the chat. What's up, Eric? As you know, Eric, I've been trying to work on stuff. Talking to other people and weighing in, our options. Seems like Patreon is a hard push for comic creators, and I was working on the Gravestone Press website. It's like, hey, I can build a store there, and then the fees was like outrageous, and I was like, oh, maybe I can use a Shopify page, and the fees was outrageous. I mean, you really have to be selling stuff to make money. I wouldn't even make enough money to pay for the store for the month. So for now, it's just Indiegogo's up. If you didn't get a Lone Wolf or you missed out on Cyclotron, just go to gravestonepress.com and you can follow the links to the Indiegogo page. I believe it's in the pull down menu on there, and then you can go down and it says get Cyclotron number one now. You can click on that and uh, go there. But I'm really going to just start. I'm just going to start YouTubing the crap out of everything. I think I need to get a better phone so I can just put up PayPal links. I could, but PayPal takes a chunk out too. That might be what to do. I don't know. Wondrous says was a fun book, like an '80s movies with the one-liners after every butt kicked. Yeah, yeah. We really went for a fun book. Eric nailed it, man. His art is absolutely awesome. And then wait till you see book two, man. I don't think the one-liners are like I kind of calmed it down on the one-liners. We're getting a little bit more serious. But I wanted the first issue. You just get this dude's personality. He's wild. But book two's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a little bit more serious, but it's still gonna be fun. There's a ton of action. Cyclotron's still gonna be cracking off jokes. Everything is still gonna be over the top, but getting into some more actual story instead of just like just a bunch of insane stuff. I'm looking forward to it. Eric says that he threw his back out and slept way too late. Man, I was at work and I sat on the couch all night. And by the time this morning I went to get my clients out of bed, like my neck had just stiffened up, and I had a migraine, and I was sick. I was sick all morning. And I had a migraine until about an hour or two ago. Finally, feel a lot better. Now, I still got my banner on there. Let me turn it off. Sorry about that. It says stream starting soon. This stream's been going. We got the Ravens Loft in here. He says, "What's up?" We got Skinny in here. He called me a turd. Yeah, on the couch. It's my living room. Look back in there. That's comic book. And there's my 3D printer. It's just a mess in there. Redoing the house. Got to fix some floors in there so I can make a studio. And I've got a ton. And one reason I was going to work on the store is I got a ton of stuff. I've got my kitchen table in there is full of Lone Wolf stuff. I've got posters and crap from Legends left over. In there is boxes of Lone Wolf #1, shipping supplies and everything. It's ridiculous. I was like, I need to sell some of this stuff, but it's just not going to happen. Yeah, there's Ashley Jenkins in the chat, driving home and listening. Yeah, we got some snow. It snowed pretty decent last night. It's all about melted off here at my house, which is good. I drove home and it was kind of slippery, but I've got a front wheel drive car, so I just plowed right through it. No big deal. I'm a race car driver. Skinny loves snow. Well, you moved up there where you should have lots of snow. I like it every once in a while. I ain't too crazy about having it all the time. We've only had a couple little snows this year. It's not been that bad. It's actually been in the 50s and like almost 60s, which is insane for the winter here. It's usually not like that. So I went from I wear shorts every day, but I'm like wearing my short sleeve shirts and shorts and stuff, and then like not wearing a coat and just going out. And I finally had to put a coat on because it's so dang cold. There's snow in the mountains, but he's in the valley. Almost sounds like a gospel song. From this camera angle, man, I've got a killer mustache. I shaved my mustache off a while back, and I was really disappointed. For years, I never grew one, and then a while back, I grew this one, and well, not this one because this one, obviously I said shaved it off, and I shaved this right here, and I had the shag. Well, it was actually long hair, and had a lemmy thing going on because I shaved my chin. I like that better than this. Hiroshi Paradox says we were 80 the other day. Man, I wish it was 80 here. Skinny doesn't want to drive for the snow because he's like, I don't blame you, man. We got Eric Hawkins in the chat. What's up, Hawkins? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I used to have the Camaro. It definitely did not go as good as the Mazda in the snow, but it had really good traction control because I could drive it up hills and stuff. I drove it to work several times in a couple inches of snow. And I drove a Mustang one time. I had a 05 Mustang, and I made it almost all the way home and was like just like a mile or two from the house and went around a curve and the car just went straight in the ditch. Had to get a tractor to pull me out. It was awful. Yeah, I got rid of my Exploder. I miss my Exploder. I miss it. think Mr. Poopy misses it. He really liked the Exploder. I had a Honda Pathfinder, but I didn't even drive it in the snow. I sold it, and the guy I sold it to has already blowed it up. If if you have a vehicle that's got 260,000 miles on it, and it uses oil, like you can't drive it like a million miles all over the country and not put oil in it, especially when it's got a light that comes on and says, "Hey, put oil in this thing." Dude drove it until it just absolutely locked up. It's like, are you an idiot? Well, he's got to be. And it's not like nobody told him. My brother sold it for me, and he told him like, you have to check the oil in it when you drive it. I drove it. I had it for months. Drove it for months, and I pulled a trailer to my little camper to the lake with it and everything. People be crazy. Eric says Mustangs suck in the snow. Yeah, they do. Skinny lives where it really snows. He does. He lives up there in the weird liberal land of weirdos. Which he's not in the real liberal part, but the Geo Tracker. Yeah, I bet Washington State is awesome, man. I kind of want to go. I would actually like to live like. Well, I don't know if I want to live there or not, but I've always liked Colorado and like North and South Dakota. Just the way it looks and the cowboy heritage. Not that I'm into cowboys so much. I'm into gunfighters in the Wild West, and I'd like to see a lot of those little towns. I really want to go on a trip, uh, across the states and go to Texas and Arizona and see some of the Wild West towns and go to Dodge City and Deadwood and all those places. Skinny nut. Wander says, I want to go to Deadwood so bad. I do too. I'm a big fan of Wild Bill. I'm a big fan of like any of those historic gunfighters and lawmen and stuff. And I'd really love to go see Deadwood where he's buried. And I'd like to go see Wyatt Earp's house and all that stuff in Dodge City and Tombstone. It's like my favorite stuff. Oh man. So I've still got plenty of CDs left. If you missed out on the CDs, which I need to look on the thing. I don't know if I put just the CDs. I think they might be an add-on. I need to fix that. But I've got 4 songs recorded. I've been toying with the idea of like trying to do a 7-inch vinyl, and I don't think it'll ever happen. So I might just put those on a CD and see if I can get people to back that. I mean, it wouldn't cost very much money. But, that's just how it is. Skinny says, I spent 4 years in Tucson. That's where they filmed a lot of fun Western. That's awesome. I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers. This dude, it's just him and his family, and they work on, like, old cars, and he does a little bit of drag racing. They build a burnout car and stuff. But anyways, they bought this motorhome, and they, like, did all this work on it and tried to make this, like, huge trip across the country, and they were going to a bunch of Western places. And one of the places they went, Skinny, was something like that. It wasn't exactly a studio, but they had bought up a bunch of the studio buildings and stuff, and they had a bunch of the old old West stuff all together. It had a couple different saloons and storefronts and stuff. It was really cool. Ashley Jenkins said you'd be a cowboy if you liked horses. At this point, I actually like horses. I like all animals. Horse teeth just kind of still freak me out because I don't want them to bite me. I always feel like a horse is going to try to bite me, and plus, it could like end my life just with a kick. I feel like I'd have more like trying to ride a grizzly bear or something. I'd never subject a horse to put my big fat butt on it, but you know. Skinny says it's hot. There's no humidity, so you really don't feel it. Yeah, it's been several years, but we went up to Ohio probably 10 years ago. We was going like to the Dayton Air Show, and they were having like this heat wave, and it was like over 100, and it wasn't anything like to me. It was like I loved it because there was no humidity. I'm used to being it's humid here, but it's nothing like Georgia or Alabama. Like if you go down to Georgia, it's so humid I can't even live. I just can't stand it. Wanderer says I can see you riding a grizzly bear. Yeah, like I said, I'd feel more like that's more apt to happen to me riding a horse. I don't know, Skinny. I bet Ashley's seen a horse take a chunk or two out of somebody. That's what she does is horse training. And I'm not a big horse fan. I think I'd rather ride a donkey. Everybody laugh at me. I don't care. I love donkeys. Those little miniature donkeys. I'd like to have like a whole just barnyard full of miniature donkeys and dogs and goats. Dude, I don't even know how. I don't think I could survive in Florida at all. I mean, it's terrible. Skinny says his sister almost died on her. I bet, man. Horses are ridiculous. Be like it'd be worse than me falling on you, and that'd be pretty bad. Eric Kent's got to go to the grocery store. See ya, Eric. Have a good one. Wanderer said, I had a horse step on my foot once. All my toes started curling over each other for 20 minutes. Dude, that's awful. That is not no good at all. Yeah, yeah. I'd rather not even like get on one because it's a live animal. Like I used to ride motorcycle all the time, and at least on a motorcycle. Well, what scares me on the motorcycle was other people. Like I can control the motorcycle, but I can't control the other people wanting to pull out in front of me and kill me. A collarbone. If a horse bit me on a collarbone, I'd just die. That'd be the end of it. I'd be dead. No, I'd no more alive for me. I'd quit. Quitting alive. I agree. Horses are overrated. I mean, I understand why people like horses. There's stuff for everybody, but horses aren't for me. I mean, honestly, I would do like who was it I was reading about? Was it Willie Nelson? Bought a bunch of horses and just set them free so they could just run just run wild on his land. I would do that. We got Live Hard Rock Truth in the chat says life is hard. That's true. I can't. What did I name this stream? It was something goofy, wasn't it? I can't even remember. I just make up something before I go live. Like on Twitter, I get on there and I put, "Come listen to me talk mess about all your favorite creators," and when people come and I'm just rambling about nonsense and not even talking about nobody bad. But that's why most people show up, waiting for me to badmouth somebody. I ain't gonna badmouth nobody. All right now, anyways. I'm gonna have to go check on Mr. Poop. He's out on the porch and I think he diarrheaed on himself. So I went out there and it looked like there's poop on the porch and he was running and jumping. So I was watching Milo today. And he was in here for a while. He decided he wanted to go outside, so he's outside. I gotta feed him here in a little bit. Then I gotta try to feed Axel and keep Milo from eating it all. That'll be fun. I get random messages on here while I'm trying this live stream. One of my clients I used to stay with, he real big into wrestling. He just messaged me and was like, "Hey, did you hear WWE is being sold?" It's like, yeah, everybody on the planet. People who don't even like wrestling like me has heard about WWE being sold. I like all dogs and cats. I don't care. I'd really like to have a bird like an African gray or a cockatoo or something. But I'm just not home enough for that. Not, yeah, they take a lot of work and they're real, like, I don't know, time consuming. Skinny, you rapscallion. Yeah, I've been streaming for about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna jump off of here and go feed the dog and see what's going on. Now I'm probably gonna play some video games since it's my day off. Got off work this morning. Work goes by really quick now because I only work 3 days. I work 8 hours on Wednesday and then Thursday and Friday 16-hour shifts. So it goes by quick. So, but it's kind of weird on Monday because Monday. Good Lord, Saturday. Today's Saturday. See, I'm just because usually I stay up all night and I come home and I nap a little bit and then I get up and then I'm just weird the rest of the day, kind of tired and in a haze. But I'm gonna get off here and go do some stuff. And y'all have a good one, and I will see you later. Go check out gravestonepress.com and go pick you up some comic books and CDs or something. Bye.